Live at the Slice Soul, live at the Slice Soul. This Uncle B. Uncle B, you know who I got? The man, the myth, the legend. Who is it? Jim Townsend. The book, Snakes in the Garden. Hey, Mr. Townsend, how you doing?
I can't complain.
I know you can't.
Great.
Hey, I know you can't complain. Look at him. You look like the board of health. Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, you gonna tell me why you looking so good in just a little bit? If you don't know, entrepreneur, businessman, ex-kingpin, health and wellness salesman. You know what else? Major League Christian. He told me to add that part right. The Major League.
Got to add that.
Got to add it. And I add one more. Author of the book, Snakes in the Garden. Snakes in the Garden.
There you go.
All right, Mr. Townsend.
Yes, sir.
27 years in jail.
In prison. I'm not jail. There's a difference. I guess, but hey, you got to know there's a difference between jail and prison.
Hey, I ran for both of them, so I don't know.
So you there you go.
It's a majorly different prison. What's the difference between prison and jail?
Well, you know, jail, you're mostly confined in one spot, pretty much. You know, you're in a cell pretty much all day, but in a prison, though, you can move around, and you in and out of the penitentiary. You go to the yard and do certain things. Prison, I mean, when you really look at it overall, prison is really much better than jail because you're confined in that one spot, pretty much. Okay, in a cell. Yeah.
27 years, but man, hey,
long time, man.
That's a long time. I was looking at you like you 40 years old, so you went to jail when you were 13.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, actually, 15. But,
as a young man, man.
No, actually, I was 43 years old.
You was 43.
Yes, I was.
And you did 27?
Yeah, so let them do the math.
And I'm gonna let him do the math on that now. and he been out for a minute. He's been out for a minute.
Well, actually, I got out in let me just say this, 2017, under clemency from President Obama. Is that most people know that I had a life sentence without the possibility of parole. So actually, I was supposed to came out of prison. The only way I was supposed to came out of prison was in a box. But as you can see, it didn't work out for them.
No.
Because of the grace of God. Here I am sitting here interviewing. You interviewing me.
And I would say something, y'all. This ain't no prison blue, man. Come on, he done came up, y'all.
No,
he done came up.
He still get it wrong. It's not prison blue. It's orange, man.
It's orange.
Yeah.
I told you I was running from that place. Yeah. I ran from it.
Well, I can see you don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
But you're a native of Memphis.
I am.
But
originally born in Chicago, but Memphis.
Okay.
I would say.
And you went back to Chicago for work, right?
Yeah, really looking for a job. Really. Never was my intentions. I tell people this all the time. It was never my intentions to be a drug dealer. Okay. You know, I didn't mind working. I really didn't. You know, that's why I was raised, pretty much. So, but it just turned out as, you know, things don't turn out the way, you know, sometimes your dreams turn into nightmares. So that's what happened.
We can paint a perfect picture, but we can't predict the weather.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Say it, right.
So after that career of drug dealing led you to jail. In prison for 27 years. Prison. Let me get that right. Prison.
That's right, prison.
It's a much different experience.
It is.
You were, let me tell you, in jail you had a lot of trust issues down there, didn't you?
What do you mean? Clarify that. When you say trust issues.
Going to jail, I know you had some people that you trusted that sent you to jail.
Well, actually, they didn't send me to jail. Well, some of them did. Well, and that goes back to a lot of more, and I'm surprised you didn't ask me why did I title my book "Snakes in the Garden."
That's a question. That's a question.
So I mean that ties into what
okay. Well, let me ask you this. Yeah. Why did you name this book "Snakes in the Garden"?
Okay, thank you for asking. Well, yeah, really, I did. In fact, the concept came from the Bible itself, because we know if you go back, all you Bible readers and understand that it goes back to the concept of Lucifer, the devil. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got that concept from, because snakes, when you go back and do a history on the Bible, mankind itself, you know, the creation of mankind. And you see that sin first came in the world through a serpent, which is another name for a snake. Yeah. And that was the devil, Satan. And you know, he was initially, before he was kicked out of heaven, he was a beautiful, trusting angel. Yeah. He got kicked out because he wanted to be his God. And so his whole thing was deception. So when I line that up with the character of people, and then I go on to give this analogy of there's different kinds of snakes.
Oh yeah.
I said I use the analogy of a garden snake, and I use a rattlesnake, and I use a black mamba. But when dealing with characteristics, a garden snake is basically harmless, right?
Yeah.
If he bites you, you know, it's no, he's not poisonous.
You just beat.
Yeah. So from a characteristic perspective, you know, when you see a garden snake, as a human being, he'll come in and, you know, do some snakish thing, but it's not really harmful, you know, and it's really not really intentional. But when you deal with a rattlesnake, now a rattlesnake, you know, he'll give you a warning. He'll tell you, say, wait, hey, listen, I'm a rattlesnake now. He'll just rattle his tail and say, you probably need to get away, back off, because then I'm gonna get you, you know. And if you bite, this bite can be what? It can be, you know, you don't necessarily die from it, but you better get some help quick. You see what I'm saying? So from that perspective, then I use the black mamba. Now, I never y'all heard of black mamba is dangerous. His whole purpose is to come out and kill you.
I told you.
And you got some people, so you got people from a characteristic perspective. They come out to get you. I mean, it's over with. You know, they coming out to kill you or destroy you. Okay. So so I use those analogies from snakes and snakes in the garden. So as you read my story, you'll see those different kind of snakes. A lot of them was kind of harmless in my life, but a lot of them was detrimental.